Welcome to my Fresh Start series where I'll be attempting to make 1 billion GP from scratch in 6 months. If you would like to watch the previous episode or catch up on the whole series, the links can be found in the description below. In the previous episode, I began preparations to complete RuneScape's hardest challenge, the Inferno, which is the final large milestone to reach before hammering down and completing my goal, because I can't be seen completing the series with one of these on my back. And in order to do this, I need to train my magic to level 94, so I can use Ice and Blood Barrage, both of which will be heavily utilized and needed for my Inferno runs. And on top of that, there are still a few loose ends that need tying up. One of those loose ends is a free best in slot range upgrade. Turns out for Dragon Slayer 2, I actually have to complete Tai Bwo Wana Trio, which is one of the requirements in order to do the Barbarian training and unlock the Ancient Cavern. And shortly after, I completed the Lunar Diplomacy, achieving some more free runecrafting XP. And then completed the Dream Mentor. And who said hearing voices was a bad thing? Subscribe. A Tale of Two Cats has been completed. I have completed all of the quests now to do Dragon Slayer 2, but there are 2 things remaining. I need to get myself level 60 thieving, which I am very, very close to, 10,000 XP away. And I also need to do the Barbarian training and unlock the Ancient Caverns. I think we're going to do thieving first, and then we're going to go and do that. And in typical procrastination style, when things are needed to be done, I went to next instead. And you won't believe what happens next. We didn't get anything. I've never recharged my armor before. I'm not even sure what the process here is. I've definitely made over 100 mil with this armor set in Bofa so far. We have the 2 Avernic hilts. I've had 2 Saradomin hilts. And I think that's probably about it in terms of the big drops. I'm going to go ahead and break down my 2 enhanced crystal teleports. It's going to give me 300 crystal shards. And then I believe I can just use it on the armor. I just put 20,000 charges into the helmet. Oh no. Oh, what have I done? I guess I'm gonna be putting 50 into this one and 50 into this one. What have I done? That's fine. This is going to be the thieving grind completed. I'm really hoping this is the last time I will thieve on this account. I think it is. Dragon Slayer 2 has begun. That has to be a world record. There we go. The big bad dragon has been defeated. The XP that I get from this quest is going to be really nice. 80,000 smithing XP, 60k mining, 50k agility, 50k thieving. I think I got a mining level and 1 thieving level from that. Can now use a crystal pickaxe, that's good to know. We now have access to the Myths Guild and Vorkath. And of course, I also got the 100,000 combat XP, and I parked it all into magic. I still haven't got the level yet, and I'm gonna have to go back to doing that real soon. It is time to get myself the Vorkath head. It's a guaranteed drop on 50kc, but we'll see if we can get it a little sooner. Never used the Bofa and full crystal against Vorkath, so this should be fun. That completely destroyed me on supplies. I've got 2 Karambuans left, and I've just remembered, or been reminded, that you can use a Salve Amulet EI here. I am actually going to take the next 20 minutes, and I'm going to go and complete the Haunted Mine. We're going to get our Salve Amulet EI, because I think it will make a big difference. Actually took 5 minutes, and I remember this quest taking me literal days when I was younger. Trying to use the Rune HQ guide on how to do the cart part, all my days. Quest Helper is genuinely the best thing ever created. It is the only form of AI that we need. I love it. Now give me those gems. I need a bunch of these Salve Amulets anyways for when I go back to TOB, so that is going to be very nice. Need to imbue one of these right now so we can go back to Vorkath and we can actually do some damage. Luckily for me, I have many Nightmare Zone points, so we're going to imbue that. Now we have the blue one. Look at these hits. 47. It's under half health and I've used free food. 2 minutes and 14 seconds for that one. That was a hell of a lot better. I can't even imagine how valuable this loot is right now in Fresh Start Worlds. We didn't get the sub 50, but there's our Vorkath head. Time to upgrade to the Assembler. I don't know if I've ever seen a more perfect color scheme than this right here. And wow, it actually looks so good. And speaking of upgrades, it's time we talk about today's video sponsor. Surfshark VPN is a virtual private network that keeps your online identity safe by encrypting all of the information sent between your devices, keeping all of your personal data protected. And on the topic of devices, Surfshark VPN gives you unlimited access to simultaneously link as many devices as you like, which is often not the case with other VPN brands. The VPN swaps your real location of your device with a new one, changing your IP address, and this way you can virtually travel to any country around the world, which can be very handy. Because I'm located in the United Kingdom, I can't watch The Walking Dead on Netflix. However, if I use Surfshark to change my location to Canada, with a simple refresh of the page, I now have full access to the Canadian Netflix catalogue, and I can binge to my heart's content. Protection is key, so use my code Raikesy to get 83% off plus 3 extra months for free. There's a link down below at the top of the description, and if for any reason you're unsatisfied or you just change your mind, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. And a big thank you to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring today's video. RuneLight says that we made 6.8 mil from those 50 kills. I'm currently building a nice little loot tab, so I'll sell that in a bit. I've been so AFK, I've actually missed the level. Well, looks like quite some time. I'm 6.5% of the way till level 95. Okay, we're gonna call that a day here. There it is, 94 magic. We can now cast Ice Barrage. Before we go and give the Inferno a go, it is time to stack up on supplies. Currently, I have quite a lot of loot that needs to be sold. So I'm gonna sell all of this off, including the Vorkath gear, and we'll see how much we get. After selling off most of the loot tab, we had 11 mil cash and a couple alkables. It was then that I discovered that my herblore tab was sat at just under 32 mil, most of which were leftovers from getting 70 herblore for Song of the Elves. So I decided to lock in some profits, and we sold the tab. 4 mil in Irits. Yeah, I've got to sell. That is precisely what you like to see when you first log in for the day. Everything has sold, minus the vials of blood. We now have ourselves a 76 mil cash stack, which should be plenty. And the fire cape has been sacrificed. I am now committed to the grind. I'll be very surprised if I get it on the first attempt, but I'm hoping for attempt 2 or 3. Hopefully that's not wishful thinking. I can assure you, it was. Unknown to me at the time, I hadn't actually completed the Inferno in over 3 years. The last time that I did it, I used just a car, had a high defense level, and I had rigor. And this time, I don't have any of that. Definitely not gonna be a first attempt. Oh my god, what am I doing? I played that so poorly. I blame the rust. I'm gonna bench the Sourdoming Godsword, and I'm gonna take the Tormented Bracelet instead. Hopefully that is gonna help with killing the Nibblers a lot easier. Totally missed the level, but there's 95 range. 900k to the 96. There's no way I'll be here until then. Oh my god! You know, I hate to admit it, when I first came in here, this Aram's top was at 100. We have a change in the inventory right now. I have a crystal shield. I ended up buying this for the wilderness boss rework. I never used it, and seeing as how I have it, it is like 30 more range defense. I may as well use it. The only other notable change is that I now have 2,000 dragon darts in my blowpipe. A lot of the times I've died is because I literally don't have the damage to either kill the ranger fast enough or to kill the healers fast enough. So hoping the dragon darts are going to make a difference. The dragon darts definitely did come in handy, but the thing that really made the difference on this account was instead of using Eagle Eye and Still Skin, I switched over to using Piety. And you might ask why, and the answer is because this account only has 78 defense, and having that extra 10% defense through Piety really made a difference. In fact, on this final run, I took less damage from the range mage sets than the previous 3 times I made it to Zuck. Unfortunately, I think I actually rage deleted the clips of me dying to the ranger because I died twice where my blowpipe just wouldn't do damage, and I was getting hit 40s non-stop. So I would definitely recommend using Piety if you're trying this and you have lower defense. Come on! Oh my god, finally! Why did that take me so long? Holy crap. And I tanked to hit at 100 HP, I'm trolling! I am so freaking happy right now. You have got no idea. I'm so ready to do anything other than Inferno right now. I am legitimately about to do my first pheasant random event in probably 15 years. This is how bad I just want a change of scenery. So some of you may have seen the last video where I killed 1000 Venenatis. We made some pretty good money. In fact, if you haven't watched that video, I would highly recommend to do so. Go now. Because spoilers, I have spent that money. We are looking pretty well and truly ready for some PVM content. However, I cannot wield the Fang. I need to get one more attack level, and I also need to go ahead and do the final bit of questing on this account before I wrap up the series. The level. The Fang. That is the final defense or attack level that I'm going to be getting on this account. I'm going to be leaving this account as a med level. So when the servers merge, I have a max med level to be able to PK on, and also with the release of the Bounty Hunter Craters, which were announced a few months ago, it's a pretty good time to have a med level to jump into the mid-tier Crater. We can now wield ourselves Torva. I can also go ahead and make myself my ferocious gloves. Here we go. I need a hammer. Great. Dude, the amount of times I've done this and I've forgotten my hammer. Please, Jagex, can you just add a crate somewhere that has a hammer in before that already exists? And I just don't know where it is. Second time's the charm. The ferocious gloves get 14 at melee strength instead of 12. Not a bad upgrade, and it only cost me 7 mil. Take a look at this. Jagex have just made it possible to be able to dye the armors now. Previously, you were able to dye the bow to different colors, but they finally made it so we can change the armor to however we like. I've had to match the boots and the bow because I don't have Pegasians. I have to go a little different here, but I think it looks good. Only one thing left to do. Beneath Cursed Sands. And I believe that's an agility level. My account is now complete, with every best in slot achieved, and every piece of endgame content unlocked. I can now focus all of my time on making money and finishing the series. And as always, a big thank you to all of the legends here who support me through YouTube membership. Jackfest being the one and only overlord, followed by these legends, the Turtle89, Wagmeister, Yrito, Tailless Warrior, Man-Eating Snail, and Tom. If you see your name on this screen right now, just know, I love you.